everybody. Welcome to Healing with Love. Thank you so much for joining me. We are back with another pick a card. I've just been guided to do pick a cards recently. I stopped doing them for a long time, but I'm going back to my roots, and this is how I started. And the only reason I didn't like to do pick a cards anymore was because the readings always kind of bled into each other, and I felt that people needed to hear the whole cohesive message versus one part. I still feel that way, but I always suggest watching all of them because there's something in there. It's channeling from a very similar source. So, but you can pick your particular pile and that'll have a very special message for you in that pile. But I feel like they all have special messages and sometimes they always bleed into the next. So like I'll say pile 1 and pile 1 like somehow resonates with pile 2 and somehow pile 2 resonates with pile 3. But it's however you want to choose it. So maybe one day you'll be guided to do watch pile 1 and then maybe one day you'll be guided to watch pile 2 and maybe a synchronicity will bring you over to pile 3, however you want to do it. But yeah, so we're just gonna start. I haven't done a love reading in a very long time. I don't think, maybe once or twice I've done a love reading in my history of doing readings. I've just had a lot of Venus energy coming through, a lot of very profound karmic completion energy coming through. So I really want to see what's coming through. So the way I'm doing it is, this is love in general, mainly for singles. It could be for people that are going through a breakup or whatever, and are not fully single yet. But mainly my energy is to focus on singles. And this energy could be your energy or a person that's coming in. However I read it is how it's going to be. So pick your pile. Take 3 deep mindful breaths and pick the pile that you're drawn to. Not necessarily the organite. This is petrified wood, selenite, and black tourmaline. But just pick, I don't know, maybe the image is drawn to you, or just the energy, or just the number. In numerology, I would say this is 248 369 157. So if you're into numerology and want to do it that way, 157, 248 369. Or 111 222 323. However you want to do it, however it resonates and calls to you. So yeah, I'm gonna start with pile 1. So we're gonna move these over. All right, we'll read that one last, starting with the heart chakra. Vanity. This was a very sexual pile. Well, no, like, yeah, it was a very sexual pile. I'm gonna say it. I'm not gonna deny it. Very earthly pile is what I mean. I love how nothing ever fits. Because of my OCD is like, I want it this way. Oh no. Oh, there was a lot of 4s in here. Mars. Mysterious. All right, so let's begin. Pile 1. Wow. Where do I even begin? I'm not going to read it traditionally how I traditionally read it. I'm going to read how I'm seeing it as the picture that is painted here. So we have a lot of 4s here. We got 4, 4, 4. Building a solid foundation for the future. I'm seeing somebody who has worked on their heart. So they've worked on forgiveness, worked on healing, having compassion, loving themselves. So I see like somebody's been loving themselves, because we have the vanity card here. And I feel like somebody's been working on loving themselves more, releasing themselves from the devil card, right? The devil is all about the lower vibrational energy, addictions, things like that, not loving themselves, right? Mental health issues. So a lot of self-love. This is also healing from any past cheating, right? Yeah. being chained to somebody in the past. I feel like maybe in the past you had these kind of relationships that were toxic, more based on looks over substance, is what I'm saying. And then I feel like the vanity card is, showing us how you see things, or how you used to see things. Like, it was a lot of vanity involved, a lot of working on the outside, but not working on the inside. And now we've started to work on the inside. We've got this heart chakra opening up, representing self-love, representing loving ourselves despite of the outside appearance. Like having an absolute breakthrough over here. All right. Having an absolute breakthrough. And it's interesting, we have 5 here and 5 here. 5, that once again represents addiction. So I'm seeing like a sex addiction. Somebody might have had, or not necessarily sex addiction, but a lot of partners, because you got to test the waters, right? Before you you got to kiss a lot of frogs before the prince becomes the prince or princess. So we have Archangel Sandalphon here. Traditional viewpoints or methods, spiritual organization, seek out mentors, like-minded friends. So I'm seeing somebody coming in. Whenever I see unity, I always think of 311. So, like-minded friends. So I'm seeing somebody coming in who is like a friend, right? Somebody you have a friend connection with. It's a masculine energy. And this could be, I always talk about masculine, feminine. So if you're a female watching, it doesn't mean like a girl or boy. It just means somebody who's in their masculine energy, which is left brain logic, earthly energy, sex, money, power. I hate saying that. I'm not going to say it that way. It's just somebody who, is more masculine energy, right? The provider, the carer, the caretaker. And this looks like Aries to me. And actually, this card came through in the numerology reading I just did. So I'm seeing a friend coming in, or somebody who's like a friend. It's not no official title here, but a breakthrough is coming through in this connection. I feel like you're getting past the vanity aspect of seeing somebody for the outside, and you're seeing the inside of somebody. And you're no longer in this energy, because I see no longer in this energy of the devil energy, where you do things with the little devil on your shoulder. You're doing things from a place of self-love. Sorry, Becky. 1 second. My apologies. The dogs were scratching at the door, so I had to let them in. Okay. And I'm guided to pull this out now. And I was going to wait till the end, but it's a secret admirer. So there's a secret admirer here, somebody who really has a carnal attraction to you, a vital, like masculine energy, that carnal energy. And it's like, keep an open mind about this connection, because it might differ from your usual type, your usual expectations, right? I feel like you've persevered after all this tremendous like heartbreak and heartache that you've had in the past, and now you're moving past it. You're hopping away. I'm seeing somebody like making a quantum jump, a quantum leap forward in relationships, in connections, like just deepening in a bond, in a connection, a heart-centered connection. I'm guided to pull out because I'm seeing communication coming in. Because the vanity card to me is blue. It's from the throat chakra, right? And I'm seeing a person who is like, they need more, bigger, better. Like, that's what the card is about. Somebody who, they're always looking for the next best thing. Like, they're with somebody, but then they have like a wandering eye, or they watch other things. in this case, I'm seeing like in a relationship, somebody's in a relationship or they've been in relationships where the other person always had a wandering eye, or perhaps you were always in relationships where it was like the next best thing. Like, what am I doing in this one? There's got to be something better than this. And I don't see that as a bad thing, but it is bad when you are cheating and doing all those things, right? Because you don't want to create that karma for yourself. So always when you feel like this is no longer working, you leave the relationship or you try to make it work, one or the other, but you don't hurt the other person purposely, because then you create karma for yourself. So this is about having faith that something great is coming. It represents growing away from limiting relationships. So this is also new friendships. So we were seeing the unity card over here. So connecting with people like-minded people, letting go of these associations, these shallow associations that are no longer aligned with who you're becoming. These bonds, these connections, right? Severing these ties that are very earthly based. And you're trying to find these unity connections where people are more open-minded. And it's like empty conversations, like when you date someone based on looks, there's really not a lot to dive deep in, right? Because they're shallow connections. So this is about releasing those kind of shallow connections and finding something deeper, something that's really grounded and rooted. Because I see Sir Nunos, he's the twin flame of Bridget. And when I was saying the cards connected, so Sir Nunos came through here, and in pile 2, Bridget came through. So, and they are the twin flames. So a twin flame connection here. And I'm seeing this is like, yin and yang, right? So this energy is more of the masculine energy that's coming through. Very carnal, very sexual. Express your driving passion. Sensual and sexual powers are increased. And the song that came through for you guys was, it actually, I feel like song number 2 was for you guys, even though the first song was Send Me an Angel. Send me an angel right now. But the second song I feel is your song. And the second song was, which is for pile 2, but I'm switching it up because I can. It's Making Me High by Toni Braxton. Ooh, I used to sing this when I was a little girl, not realizing what the freaking lyrics were. Like, I can't imagine you touching my private parts, and just the thought of you, I can't help but touch myself. I guess I want you so bad. And it talks about licking into, so somebody just really thinking sexual, heavy thoughts about somebody else. Like, and that's great. That's great if a person can have a very strong sexual connection with somebody. That's fantastic. But if there is also no spiritual connection, then it's just a carnal connection. And, sex can only take you so far. So I'm seeing a very strong sexual connection, heart-centered connection as well. So I'm seeing, like, even though, like, it throws me off with the devil card there. But when I see the breakthrough card, it's like, breaking through all that bullshit and nonsense from our past, right? Jumping, taking a quantum leap. So maybe there's a Freudian slip there, a jeep. Somebody could be seeing a jeep. So let me just tell you about bunny hop jive. So 4 is about building a solid foundation for the future. So I'm seeing it's something that's very stable and solid. Yes, it is sexual, but as we move over here, these are other cards that represent, we got Mars, we got mystery, the numinous, something very mysterious, something very profound. So bunny hop jive, whoever said you had to do it alone, it's T for 2 time. Friendships, partnerships, even partyships are bounding your way. It's time to join hands and do-si-do with your sisters and brothers. Togetherness brings miracles now. So yes, I'm seeing somebody coming in, bunny hop jive, like jump jive, like what's that dancing that they do, jive dancing. But I'm seeing somebody coming through. 4 could be significant in their chart, or April, because I see Aries here. But I'm seeing 444. A very strong, like somebody's thinking very strong sexual feelings about you. Like they want you very bad, but they're more an event, like, you know, like I don't like saying, but at the start they were, you know, there was a heart-centered connection, but there was a lot of vanity involved, a lot of this involved, but they're having a breakthrough. I feel like it's a progression, it's a breakthrough, and they're stepping into their powerful masculine energy, right? And they're asking you to keep an open mind about this connection. I feel like he's had options, right? He's like thinking about it, or you've had options. You're thinking about it, and there is the little Cupid who's coming in and he's throwing the Cupid arrow at you, and he's like, ta-da, like this is the one. So he's looking at it, you know, this person is looking at 2 people here. So I keep seeing a love triangle, and the Cupid's going to decide which one. The signs are going to decide. So bunny hop jive, follow the white rabbit. I'm seeing like the Matrix. And now we have, okay, so I wanted to read Sandalphon real quick. Where am I in time? Okay. I'm doing really well. I thought I wasn't going to do well. So working in groups. It's time for you to expand your circle of friends. So this is expanding your circle of friends. Is really going to help you with this connection. And it can also lift any blocks in your manifestation goals. So you've been manifesting something. So Sandalphon is an archangel who delivers prayers from Earth 7. So if you've been praying about something, he is the guy to talk to about bringing in this energy that you want. So we're going to, Mars is here, of course. Let's see. You know what? I wanted to see the devil real quick, because I want to see what the whatchamacallit is for the devil. Okay, it's the Lovers. And I've been posting the Lovers in my stories. So it's the Lovers. The meaning is clear vision. So clear cognizance, knowing. So even though the devil has its negative connotations, it also has its positive things. Seeing things, you know, clearly. And it's a very temptation card. So, you know, a person might have had temptations in the past, and they were based on looks. And now they're having a breakthrough, and they're seeing things beyond that. They're seeing things in a more unified way with the crown chakra, and a more spiritual way. And they're seeing beyond people's looks into their soul. But I'm seeing it very balanced, because I'm seeing this person is, you know, this masculine energy, very sexual, but also very heart-centered, right? They're very logical and practical. I can't imagine you. So, controlling partners. Yeah, it's like leaving that behind. Like they've had controlling partners before, and they're breaking through from that. Like, you see, like this was it. Like, look at how I like how these are like, I was chained and now I'm not. Now I'm like breaking through, like, bah, and it looks like little hearts are flying everywhere. And it's like, boo, heart chakra opening. And now they're like unity. Everything is like one, we're all connected, and they're realizing their life force, and they're no longer letting people steal their life force energy. And then we'll get to this in a second, but I want to put it there. I love that. So I just want to check out Mars real quick, because it's about action. So I'm seeing somebody taking action. The secret admirer is going to take action. They're going to jump towards you. And right now it's a mystery. You don't know who it is. I don't know. I don't think I've ever pulled. I think I might have pulled that numinous card one time. So Mars, passion. So yeah, I keep seeing this deep passion. Somebody has this deep passion for you. You have this deep passion for a certain person. It represents the tower, so things falling away that no longer serve you. The sign is Aries and Scorpio, which I was seeing Aries and here's Scorpio, so twice. I think this one is also Scorpio, so Scorpio energy, if I am not mistaken. And it's about, this is like somebody who really wants to win. They really want to win you. Like they'll fight for you if you look at it. I like the lipstick is there because it represents masculine but also feminine energy. It's a very balanced energy. But they'll fight. They'll fight for you. I'm hearing like, Larry Parker got me 2.1 million. He'll fight for you. But it's the red planet, and red is all about carnal, root chakra, right? Root chakra energy. Somebody who's still in that root chakra energy of money, power, ego. But they're moving into their heart energy because we got the heart chakra at the very beginning. So they're moving up. They're moving that energy from the root to the heart. Okay, the numinous. I have no idea what the numinous is. I pulled it one time, and it was very hard to find because I couldn't figure out where the numinous would be in this deck. Here it is. Here it is. Okay, mysticism spiritually. The veil being lifted, so the truth being revealed. So this secret admirer, it's a mystery now, but it will be revealed. I'm seeing amethyst here, February, which could be Aquarius. The unknown, ESP. So somebody knows this is coming. Psychic abilities. So somebody who's very psychic. I'm seeing like tingling, like seeing the pyramids as well. It's the Queen of Cups energy. So a lot of dreaming. This is a card of dream. So the answers to you, you're dreaming of this person or they're dreaming of you. I see. I can't tell which energy, if it's you or them, but somebody's dreaming of somebody. And so there's a lot of deep, profound dreams right now. So we're going to get to the secret admirer. Someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. So somebody really does like you, but they're in this fear energy over here of the past, where they have been hurt in the past, and they're going like, I don't want to move too fast, or I don't want to, and it's like they have to stop giving themselves timelines. The heart knows what the heart wants. The heart will guide you. So releasing any fears in relationships, releasing any fears about saying who they are. Maybe they're afraid of rejection, right? But they'll fight for you for sure. Very strong masculine energy. Not a lot of feminine energy here. Except for this lipstick here. Okay, I think that's it for this pile. Yeah, I hope this resonated. Let me know in the comments if it resonated. I appreciate you guys for watching. Thank you. Moving on to pile number 2. Where is my notepad? Here it is. Probably my favorite reading in the deck today. Somebody. Okay, here we go. Pile number 2. Probably my favorite reading in the deck. It really is a phenomenal reading. If I had to choose a pile, I'd say that I'm going to take this pile. I'm claiming this pile. it's phenomenal. Okay. The universe has been listening. The universe has been listening. It knows what you want. I'm seeing a lot of mirroring happening in this connection. So somebody's single, but there's somebody that is like out there mirroring them. You can see it in the signs and synchronicities. So this is what's coming in love for you. I'm seeing, I like the listen card over here because like somebody's listening to you. Somebody's listening. Somebody is listening to who you are as a person. But I'm also seeing listening to the signs, like listening, but I'm also seeing somebody listening to you, whether it's, maybe you guys communicate and they listen very well. Let's see. What is this? Oh, I know where it is. Listen. Okay. So intuition, knowing. So you see this coming. Because this is the card of intuition. Take a moment to quiet your mental chatter and listen. In relationships, it's important to pay attention to what other person is really saying. Too often in conversations, you're already planning what you're going to say while the other person is still talking. You make assumptions about where the conversation is going and plan your part of the conversation accordingly, even working the conversation to a desired outcome. When this happens, you don't truly hear what the other person said. And in doing so, you weren't present for that person. So, and it's on page 33. So 33 might be significant. Listening starts with becoming quiet, centered, and totally present. So listening in conversations, listening to what your partner wants, listening to what your partner needs. I feel like this person that's coming in really listens to you. They really listen to your stories, of what you want. They really, I feel like they see you as a treasure. We had 2 sun cards come through. They really see you as this like something like a bright sun in the sky for them. You ignite this passion in their hearts. Is what I'm seeing. Very powerful energy. It's the High Priestess in numerology. So tuning into your intuition, into yourself. It looks like he's almost like he's praying, something that you've prayed for, right? Like you're not crying over spilt milk of the past. Where this guy, you see him, he's crying about whatever and he's drinking and he's like, but this girl's being resourceful. She's like, that, you might have lost that, but I'm going to get it. So one man's trash is another man's treasure. So where he lost somebody and they're down the drain and he's like, and he goes crying about it. She goes and finds that. So like one man's trash is another man's treasure is what I'm seeing. A lot of solar plexus activity. We've got a lot of yellow. So somebody's willpower, like somebody who's confident. A lot of sun energy. So somebody's very confident in this connection and where it's going. We got Venus over here. I'm blown away by this reading. Like really stay optimistic about your love life. This is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful spread. Trying not to be too excited about it. Just trying to give it to you neutrally, but I'm just very excited for somebody. This is a really cool energy. So this also talks about a friendship. So somebody that you might be friends with. Letting go of any regrets of the past, right? Letting go of things from the past because everything is leading you to the now that you are now. And I'm seeing an abundance of options, like abundance of opportunities. Like they're out there. That's why it's saying stay, like you don't even see the amount of abundance in love that's out there for you. Like you're manifesting this though. We got number 8 over here. And of course we have 2 suns here. We got Archangel Uriel, happy outcome, brilliant new ideas that lead to success, have confidence in yourself. The sun here and the sun here coming in his white horse, like a beautiful victory. If you want to ride the white horse. White horse usually represents healing any childhood trauma that you may have. So I shine my light on the world around me and my radiance attracts more success. So your light is attracting people in your life. We got number 19 here. So number 1 might be significant. freedom, fun, success, optimism. Stay optimistic about your love life. There's a person out there for you that's this sun energy, that's this powerful. The word optimistic is very profound here. And I feel like all this yellow energy is like they're going to have the courage to tell you these things. I feel like in the past you had a lack of enthusiasm for love because you're like, unrealistic expectation. Like you were just expecting something and it wasn't coming in the way that you wanted it to. And I feel like it's now coming in. It's better than what you had manifested because we have manifestation here. It's better than what you manifested. We have 1919 here. 2 19s. So the 19th can be significant for somebody. Very powerful. I actually want to see what the sun is his sign. So it usually associated with the Wheel of Fortune, element of fire. So a fire sign could be significant. What are the fire signs again? Leo, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. But solar plexus, definitely. Partnerships bloom under the sun as your relationship grow and you enjoy every minute together. You may also take a trip away to a sunny place to escape everyday pressure. So I'm seeing somebody traveling. I definitely see somebody traveling. This is actually the most optimistic card of the deck. This is my absolute favorite deck. I was actually just talking about this card today to my sister. So here we have it twice. The most optimistic card in the deck, my favorite card in the deck. So this is, I feel like, your favorite person. You're their favorite person. Like, this is you. Like, it can't get any better. Like, it can't get better than this little baby on a horse waving a flag, It's very powerful. So, public recognition and attainment of great personal insights, vibrant physical and emotional health. So, somebody who's really good for your soul. Somebody who's really good for your soul. I feel like you're really good for somebody's soul, or they're really good for your soul. I don't know how to read it. I don't know how to read it, you or them. And it could be like mirroring, right? So the mirroring, this person that I'm seeing is also you. Because you're mirroring each other. And it's somebody with a real good moral compass. Like somebody who's a good person. Wow, this is like phenomenal. Whoever this is, somebody who's really good, a really good person, really good moral values. They listen. They have an inner strength. They're very optimistic. And look at that. He's got his hands down and he's got his hands up. Almost like a yin yang. Both of their hands are very similar. And his eyes are closed. So like you don't see it coming. Even though you're very intuitive, you're not seeing it. And I'm seeing mudra, like somebody meditating and escaping from the prison within with their own mental thoughts and stuff. These are like, I have to like put these together because these, look at that. Abundance, like all three of those cards. Wow. Somebody who's got a great inner strength. Somebody optimistic. Move back to wholeness. Recognize that you have the power. So you have the power to manifest this connection. I feel like you've already manifested it. I feel like it's already here. I feel like it is a very powerful connection. Bridget. And she is the twin flame of Cernunos, who was the very first reading. Or Kernunos. I keep saying Kernunos. So spiritual fire is growing within you. Recognize that the power of your soul is greater than you think. You have come a long way since you began this journey. This is a powerful force within you, and you have the ability to create wonderful changes in your own life and inspire those around you to do the same. Yes, manifesting. You are manifesting this. Twin flame energy. But optimistic twin flame energy, not like the negative, how they say like the runner chaser bullshit. This is like real powerful soul connection, like two people doing amazing things together. Really cool. Okay, stay optimistic about your love life. Look at this. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. This is reminding me of the Huntington Library for some reason. So maybe you're taking a trip to the Huntington Library or like a garden area. Rome. I really love the color scarf that she's wearing. It's my favorite color. So we have over here, stay optimistic about your love life, somebody who's very moral. So I feel like you've overcome a lot of stuff. You've been very optimistic, and it's bringing in this energy of this really good, strong, optimistic person. Like the sun could not get any better for a love reading. So we have Moon, somebody who's going to tell you their feelings, somebody who's going to communicate their feelings. They're going to listen to your feelings, and you're going to listen to theirs. And the Moon is something being revealed. So once again, I feel like this person's going to reveal their feelings to you, or you're going to reveal their feelings. Their feelings. You're going to reveal their feelings to themselves. You're going to tell them. No, you're going to reveal. They're going to reveal their feelings to you, because the Moon is revelations to me, secrets being revealed, the shadow aspects, right? And I like that we have the Sun and Moon representing yin yang. I'm seeing Avatar. The last Airbender, I mean. But look we have Venus love. So somebody's going to reveal their secret love to you. Beauty, harmony, romance, charm, receiving. Be open to receive it. Absolutely beautiful. I love the rose. They represent the Holy Grail. Somebody who's going to treat you like you are the Holy Grail. Who's going to treat you like you are the gold. You are this treasure. They're going to treat you like, wow, like how did I get so lucky to have you? I feel like they're going to think that way about you, because it's a new beginning. It's going to be a new beginning. It's right side up, where life was upside down before. This is like right side up. It just, everything feels good, feels right. So emotions, here's the mirroring aspect, right? Emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. So I really feel like this card is very much goes with the very first reading. I feel like the first reading and this card were switched. They could be switched out, because the first card was a secret admirer, which I'm seeing here, and in that reading had letting go of resentment and guilt and stuff from the past. So I feel like I want to almost pull out the other card for you guys from the first reading, because I feel like it goes. And the secret admirer, someone has deeper feelings for you than they're letting on. So there's somebody out there who really does think you are this and they're just not letting you know, because maybe they have fears of that. The very first reading was a lot of fears of telling you how they felt. And I feel moving into this energy, they're very optimistic about telling you how they feel. Like these fears are no longer. And I'm guided to pull another one of these cards. If I wrote you a love song, I could see us holding hands, walking on the beach, our toes in the sand. Life is a series of shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow. Go with the flow. You will be surprised where it leads. Go with the flow. You will be surprised where it leads. I love these intertwining links here. They're all connected, all intertwined. It's a very intertwined connection, a very strong connection. Sacred union. Honor and treasure your relationship first. So this is a sacred union. This is an absolute amazing, phenomenal connection that's coming through. I'm very excited for whoever got this reading. Super stoked. Where was I? Oh, yeah. I just wanted to give a little quick message about the moon. No, moon is the first one. Moon is second. Here we go. So feelings. Somebody's in their feelings about you, or you're in their feelings. You're in your feelings about them. This divine feminine energy. I'm seeing breasts. Breasts were the first reading had a lot of masculine energy. This reading has a lot of nice, soft, feminine energy. It represents the high priestess, house number 4, and the very first reading had number 4. So maybe I feel like this all goes together. I kept telling you guys at the beginning, I felt like it all went together. This is one person, and that's the other person. Trust your intuition is what it's saying. The yin to the sun's blazing yang. The yin to the sun's blazing yang. There's the yin yang energy here. Like opposites attract. I'm hearing what's that? Cat Scat and Paul Abdul. 2 step forwards, 2 step back. We come together because opposites attract. And you know. Okay, and so the song that came through, I don't think I mentioned it, For the first one was Earth Angel, but then I felt like your guys' song was for them, so I'm gonna give you both songs as well. Earth Angel, by who the hell was it by? Oh no, Send Me an Angel by Real Talk. Send me an angel. I feel like you're the angel. Like you're asking for the universe to send you an angel, or they asked for you because you're an angel. But somebody's getting an angel, an angelic connection. And so the song that I switched out was Tony Braxton, You're Making Me High. Because their reading was very sexual, and I felt like Tony Braxton's song was very sexual. I felt it went there, but so this is not just an emotional connection, but a sexual connection. Like, ooh, I get so high when I'm around you, baby. I can touch the sky. But it talks about I can like somebody just visualizing having this sexual encounter with somebody, and it's like phenomenal. Like, you know, and I was singing this song as a child. I was telling Powell one. I was singing this song as a kid and not knowing what the lyrics were about. Like, I can't imagine you touching my private parts, and just the thought of you, I can't help but touch myself. I guess I want you so bad. And then look at breasts. Oops. We don't want to show that because then we'll get in trouble. But look at, there was boobies there. Somebody likes your boobs. But yeah, Sacred Union. So we have, now let's read Venus, because of course we're going to read Venus. Uranus, no, Venus, Mars. Oh, there it is. Love. Taurus and Libra. So a Taurus may be significant. Taurus or Libra may be significant. The Empress, again, in the page cards. Very first one had page, I think. So something beautiful. Like Venus is all about beauty. And, you know, like just beautiful, sensual things. It tells you to begin to imagine a win-win situation. Instead of thinking of what could go wrong, ask yourself, what could go right? Just put that into the universe. What could go right? What could go right? So, yeah, right side up. I'm really excited for this. Franklin Teddy Roosevelt. Where'd my booklet go? We were just talking about how I always lose booklets. Okay, right side up. Number 1. So a new beginning. I'm seeing somebody having a new beginning. It is now safe to unbuckle your seatbelt. Doesn't matter how it looks, you're on the right path. Unseen forces are working behind the scenes, smoothing out the bumps, righting all the injustices. Any apparent blip is nothing but a reminder to pay attention, to say thank you. The scales are finally tipping in your favor. Everything is coming back into balance. And yes, yin yang, right? It's time to trust that what goes down must come up. So if you've been down and you've had a hard time with relationships and all that stuff, this is like the reward. This is the best love reading I've ever done, or I've ever seen done. And I'm really excited for whoever got this, because, you know, if you've been wondering about a relationship and, you know, you've been holding on to things too tightly, and it's asking you to just relinquish control and allow things to come in. The manifestation card is here. You manifested this, and you can't be afraid. Right? Listen to the universe. It's guiding you. It's sending you signs and synchronicities. There's great partnership with the 2 coming in. The number 19 is significant in some way. But yeah, stay optimistic about your love life. This is somebody with great morals. This is somebody who's optimistic. This is a sacred union. Honor and treasure it. It's truly sacred. I'm seeing this beautiful card here. Right side up. I'm seeing, and this looks like a portal to me, like the Stargate, like the movie The Stargate, where they walk through the portal. But it also reminds me of like the bottom of a swimming pool, like the drain area, like diving deep. So somebody who can dive deep with you. Sci-fi, like diving deep, mind-bending things. And it's a really close, sacred connection. Look at that. Look at that connection. It's like if they were any closer, they'd be inside each other. And yeah, I think I wrote that down. I wrote that down for that. I said, you know, the lyrics for the I get you high, and I'm feeling like somebody just high on love. Like, you know, when you first meet somebody and you have a real strong connection and you're like got that love buzz? I'm feeling that. I'm feeling that love buzz. And I love this card because it represents that eternal flame in your heart for this person. Right? The Celtic knot representing something that can't be broken. Very strong. So this lyric said, "Heart, I want my heart and soul inside of you." And that's what this card reminds me of. It looks like a heart and soul inside of somebody. So, and I'm seeing a ring. So maybe this is something that could lead to something profound. You know, it could lead to something, marriage, if you're into that, you know. But it's somebody who's mirroring you. Look at that. I feel like that's them. Like this is them mirroring each other, but this is them coming together. Okay, where am I at? 45? Where was I at for the other one? I don't remember. Okay, I think that's good, right? We got the songs, we got everything. Yeah. Okay, moving on to pile number 2. This is a great reading. Gosh, that was just phenomenal. I'm stoked for whoever gets that. So 45, 46. Starting pile 3. This is such a fun. This is so fun. Thank you guys for joining me. This was absolutely a fun reading for me. Very rare for me to really, I don't know. I just haven't been enjoying readings lately, but this is like, I love it. Oh, look at that. Holy cow. So number 3, guys. Patience. We've been very patient in love, but look at, a miracle is coming. Flirt. Don't forget to get flirty. I'll put these at the end here. Sextile. New beginning. So number 1. Forgiveness. Oh, look, we got 2 forgiveness cards. So you're forgiving somebody. I'm seeing maybe somebody is coming back from the past. Or you're forgiving somebody in order to move forward. Yeah. Or somebody's going to ask for your forgiveness. Or you're going to forgive somebody. I don't know. It could go both ways. Let's see where we go. Let's start from the beginning. Number 13. So number 4. 4 is the repeating number in all the readings. So here we go. 4, release. I love this because it's like he's releasing all this nonsense. He's opening his heart. Franklin. She's over there sitting by her dog. She always goes to her dog bowl like 1 hour before she's actually supposed to eat. What a patient dog. Okay. We are releasing. I'm immediately drawn to the facade card. We're releasing the facade. We're letting somebody see our true self. We're letting go of this facade that we have. We're letting it go. We're releasing ancestral trauma as well. I'm seeing like from our ancestors, like how they thought love. If they were in, you know, our ancestors, a lot of us had ancestors that were in toxic relationships. They never left their partner. They just stayed in these toxic marriages because it's like, we're staying for the kids. And in the process of staying for the kids, you're harming your children. So always remember that. I don't know who needed to hear that. Somebody needed to hear it. Maybe somebody absolutely didn't need to hear that. They're like, what are you talking about? But I feel like somebody needed to hear that. So discard, shed anything that's no longer serving you. Shed this facade. There's a transformation. You are being empowered. An opportunity for renewal around affairs of the heart is available at this time, and it's quite possible that this renewal will happen through release. It's in letting go that you discover what remains, what is truly yours. Sometimes in relationships, you may feel the need to hold on tightly to those you love. Whether or not this love is returned, this can lead to tension and unhappiness for all involved. Even in a good relationship, holding on too tightly doesn't allow the relationship to breathe, grow, and mature. Are you restricting someone or trying to attract someone through your will? Discard any need for control and see how the relationship transforms. Watch how releasing the overwhelming need for a relationship allows the perfect one to appear. Wow, that's profound. Shed any beliefs and behaviors that do not serve your highest good. Throughout life, we receive many mixed and often incorrect messages about how relationships should work. Let go of any preconceived notions or expectations about your relationships or your lack of them. By doing so, your current relationship can flow and flourish in a way that is best for everyone. By being yourself, you also attract to you the relationship that will serve you best. This also a card of possible endings. Are there relationships that you cling to that you would be better off leaving? And letting go of a stagnant or difficult situation, you empower yourself, opening the way for new and rewarding relationships. The traditional archetype for this is the death card. So letting go of this facade. And I see somebody passed away as well. I'm trying to make it a love reading, but whenever I see this card, this is somebody who passed away. And this is the death card. So like, and then we have an angel over here with temperance. Yeah, let's continue here. So the facade card. So when that card pops up, and immediately we know what that card represents. It represents letting go of the facade of the things that stop you from growing and being the person that you want to be. You know, let me get to the song since I forgot. I keep forgetting. But you guys got It's The Impression That I Get by the Mighty Mighty Bosstones. I've never had to knock on wood. And that's somebody who's just always had really good luck in life. You know, they've never had to knock on wood. They've always just been very lucky in a sense, and they've never been very what do you call it when you're superstitious? So they're not really superstitious in things. So somebody very logical. Facade. Reclaiming your life, healing childhood pain, playing, recovery, integration. So I was seeing F as flirting. So the F word here as well, playing. So I'm seeing like a flirting with somebody, a flirty relationship, right? Releasing the facade. Sometimes we hold on to this facade that we are like, you know, we're too good to be flirting, or, but flirting is a fun, playful nature. Like, don't judge flirting. I think flirting is fun. You can have a flirty relation. You can have a flirty connection with somebody, but don't lead people on, right? Sometimes people can be overly friendly and you think they're flirting. I've had that in my life very often, where I'm just a friendly person. I like to make people feel seen and heard, and they can mistake that for flirting. So I don't know if that's ever happened with you, where your kindness and friendship was mistaken for flirting, but I'm seeing it here. Turn this light on. Okay. Yeah. So, oopsie daisy. Oopsie daisy. Boom, there we go. All right. So, I'm seeing a balanced relationship coming in. We got the Temperance card. So, we're releasing this facade, right? We're releasing that. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, facade. We're letting you go. We're letting go of childhood trauma that we have associated with relationships. And we are having a new perspective. Look at this. This is the soulmate card. There's a soulmate coming in. And I keep seeing this like a pregnant person. And I don't mean it like literally somebody being pregnant, but I see it as somebody who is pregnant with possibilities and opportunities. And they've nurtured. It's almost like you're in this womb and you've been nurtured and protected. And now you're going to be reborn. And you've been very patient. I feel like you've been growing love inside of you. Been growing love inside of you. I don't know. Maybe it is somebody who's pregnant. I don't know. But this card represents soulmates, a Temperance. I know my extremes, now I seek peace. So this Temperance is balance. So we know this is somebody like, it's either you or them, who knows their extremes. They can be up and down. It almost feels like a little bit bipolar energy, but not to that extreme. But just like knowing themselves well and knowing that they need to balance certain things. So I feel like somebody's balancing their energy, yin and yang. They're balancing. Every time I look at this card, I think it's Michael Jackson. I don't know why. Sorry. But Temperance, I want to see what. And this is a yes card. Look at that. Number 14. So number 5, Temperance. Oh, look at it. I had in this deck, in Temperance's place, I had this there. It was paintbrushes. I guess it's like a business card, but it had paintbrushes on it, and I kept seeing paintbrushes. I keep seeing somebody painting, an artist. Maybe this person's an artist, but there's a sun. And the sun represents optimism. Be optimistic about your love life was the second card. So it kind of bleeds in together. I always tell you guys, they all bleed in together. So the Hierophant is Sagittarius energy. This one is Sagittarius and the Archer. Represents patience, personal power. This is a stage in a relationship when you can reach a new level of trust. If you are single, you may be guided toward a new partner. It's an emotionally intense time. Yes, a new partner, a new beginning. There is somebody that's coming in that you haven't met yet, or maybe you have met yet, and this is just a new connection with them, you know. But it's emotionally fulfilling. Look at her feet, or she's dipping her toes in. She's like, let me just dip my toes in this first. She's not fully jumping in yet because she still has some reservations. So she's dipping. She's like, let me just dip my toes in. But with all that water representing at her toes, she's got these emotional fulfillment. It's at her feet, at her finger toes. She's got emotional fulfillment all around her. Her cup is being full. I feel like this is emotional fulfillment. Look at her cup. Like she's like got, her cups are perfectly balanced, right? Temperance's element is fire, so another fire sign. I was seeing fire sign as well for the first one. I don't remember who was the second one. Who did I see? Sorry, I'm just gonna look at this real quick. I've never had to knock on wood. Yeah, another fire sign. So we had 3 fire signs coming through. Very interesting. Anyways, temperance. 2 cups. She's got 2 cups. 2. I'm seeing 2. Twice is nice. Or maybe somebody you're giving a second chance to. Second chances. You've been very patient. I really love this card. Very patient. I'm trying to remember. I don't have the booklet for this deck. I don't remember what I did with it. But if I'm not mistaken, I think this is... No, it's not the Chariot. In this deck, it's something. It's like Empress energy. But I'm seeing cycles. Bicycle? I'm seeing cycles and moon cycles. And you've been patient. I feel like a lot of months have passed and you're finally seeing. So she looks very pregnant. So 9 months? She looks about 8 months pregnant. But you've been very patient. No, she doesn't look that pregnant. I don't know. I can't. So I'm seeing 7. The number 7 is important. 7 months pregnant? Not necessarily 7 months, but like either they're coming in 7 days, 7 weeks, 7 months, or you've known them for 7 months, or going to know them for 7 months, but I'm seeing 7, or their life path 7. 7 is popping out to me. And I like how we go from 13 to 14, ascending. So this is definitely an ascended relationship. I really love all the rainbow representing wish fulfillment here. We already read what the moon meant. So when I see the moon here, it represents secrets being revealed. So another secret admirer. We have secret admirers for all 3. I think we forget that people have so many secret admirers because people are afraid to tell others how they feel. But I feel like this person is going to tell you because look, expect a miracle. You've been very patient. I like that temperance came through with patience because they're kind of similar. Falling in love or the resurgence of a relationship, spiritual growth and enhanced intuition, a new home. So somebody is not only falling in love, but they're going to be moving in with somebody. It's going to be a new beginning. This is a really powerful reading. I thought the second one was really powerful, but I'm kind of feeling like this one is really powerful in its own different way. You know, this one's like very fast forward movement, optimistic, like da 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 da. But this is like, oh wow, this is like yin yang emotional fulfillment, like emotional cups being full, miracles, like a lot of forgiveness has gone on, and so maybe you're forgiving somebody or they're forgiving you. A wonderful person is coming into your life. This can involve a budding romantic relationship or renewed romance. Yeah, with the current relationship. So I was seeing like somebody forgiving somebody and renewing, moving past some obstacle or block. Oop, look at that. Positive emotions such as joy, pleasure, and happiness are likely. You may find yourself falling in love. Your psychic abilities, especially your clairsentience, take flight at this time. Yes, if you watched my numerology pick a card, clairsentience, claircognizance, all of that came through. All the clairs came through. Just a very powerful energy with intuition. So I feel like you see this person. I see you. I'm hearing. I see you. Take flight. Spiritual growth accompanies the rich emotional experience you're having right now. A true friendship. So this could be a friendship that turns into a soulmate connection. I mean, friendships can be soulmates, but this could be like a friendship that turns into love. Compassion and kindness. So there's somebody who's very compassionate, somebody who's very kind. Their cup is full. A lot of cups here. So a lot of emotional fulfillment and a new home. So somebody's moving into a new home. Emotional fulfillment. That's beautiful. And here we go with expecting a miracle. Look at more cups. Look at all the cups. And cups, as we know, represent emotional fulfillment. Or they represent our emotions, our emotional state. I'm just seeing somebody finally emotionally fulfilled. Like, wow, I've waited a very long time for this. I've had to release a lot of bullshit from the past. I've had to release a lot of grief and a lot of heartbreak to get here. So expect a miracle. Remember that only love is real. Miracles will occur naturally. Spirit has your back. So yeah, this is like a natural connection that's evolved. Like it wasn't forced, it wasn't pushed forward. It's taken some time to get to where it's at. And so a miracle is now coming and like hands up, ready to receive. The universe is bestowing you this miracle. Right? I really love that. So expect a miracle. I love all the blue. There's a lot of blue here, repeating color blue in my stories. The Holy Spirit. So the number 3, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. I'm seeing the number 3, 333. According to spiritual text, A Course in Miracles, the Holy Spirit mediates between illusion and truth. It's the essence that allows us to move beyond the illusion of fear or the illusions that our fear has created. It's the holiest light of truth and love that we can ever experience, an aspect of our truest self. When it appears in a reading, prepare for the miraculous. Expect the unexpected. Expect miracles. I'm seeing Big Brother. A real turnaround is possible now. Angels are dancing around you. Leave behind thoughts, memories, and feelings that are no longer serving you. Yes, leave behind thoughts and feelings that are no longer serving you. Move and remember the love that you are. Move into your heart and allow that love to shine out into the world. Then miracles can happen. Wow, that's beautiful. Look at that. Just look at how beautiful that card is. And she's got the dove of peace. So this is like a peaceful, harmonious love, like something that you've never experienced before. I'm hearing give, take, give, like somebody who equally gives and takes emotionally and spiritually and in conversation. Like it flows effortlessly. Flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. So yeah, I'm seeing like flirting. Flirting takes it to the next level. Like you're already having real strong connections, over here. And this is like, now it's like, you haven't got here yet, but you're getting there. It might feel like awkward or something, because sometimes flirting can be a little awkward, but I feel like this is going to come naturally. And then we have 2 F words. Forgiveness. Right there. And this is the card that looks like Michael Jackson. I keep seeing Michael Jackson. Doesn't it? Tell me it does not look like Michael Jackson. Come on. Hee. Woo. So I'll read forgiveness here. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. And then we have the F word here. A lot of yellow coming through as well, blue and yellow. That could be significant to somebody. But the F word, what happened to my little booklet? Oh, it's right in front of my eyeballs. Number 30. So there's 3 again. Nobody likes the F word, but the dude sees forgiveness through a different pair of glasses. He knows that everything is going to turn out fine in the end, and that holding on to negativity and old wounds is just postponing the inevitable. Your success is a done deal. Oh my God, done deal. I posted in my stories a done deal. Somebody shaking hands. So there's a handshake involved here. This is something about a handshake. Like you met somebody, you handshake, and there's like electricity. The F word is the place to start. Let it go. Forgive, forget, and follow the yellow brick road. Yes, I feel like this almost looks like the yellow brick road over here. So you're forgiving and you're moving on. You're letting go. You've forgiven the past. You're no longer holding on to that trauma from relationships, and you're trusting. Where before you might have been hurt in the past and you were scared to move forward, but now everything just seems like nothing's ever aligned this perfectly in your life, and it just feels. Where's the card? Feels right. What we had in the other card or in the other reading. What is it? Just want to put it. Feels right. Because since they're all connected. Yeah. Michael Jackson might be I want to pull another one of these before I get to the rest of these. Now my right ear is ringing. We had Archangel Michael come through in my other reading, the numerology reading. If you haven't checked out my numerology reading, I highly suggest. Great messages came through. Romance, Cupid's arrow strikes. So yes, look at that. Look at that fire, that passion. He's communicating. Look at the words coming out of his mouth. Do you see the words coming out of my mouth? He's communicating his love, or she's communicating her. No, actually, in this one, it's a masculine energy. Franklin, masculine energy communicating. So romance. This is a romance of a lifetime. It's a new beginning. Look at that. So the one might be significant. So they could have a one in their chart. Life path one, or birthday one, or soul urge one, or personality or destiny one. Seeing the number one. But it's a new beginning. Letting go of any fears, right? So we have Neptune, dream. So I feel like you've been dreaming about this person, or they've been dreaming about you. And it's a dream come true. Imagination, right? Something you've manifested. Magic. It's been magical. And sextile, opportunity. Oh my God, look at, there's the palette that I was just seeing. Look at that. So there's more artists, collaborate art. Maybe it's somebody that you're going to collaborate artistically with. Collaborates, assists, explains, provides opportunity, synergize, creates possibilities for open doors, promises, brings insight to communicate, welcomes, and develops. And there's a door opened. An opportunity is opening up for you. Look at that. I love these snowflakes. Representing snow. But there's the palette. I keep seeing a palette in my readings, and there it is again. But I want to see what this little booklet has to say about this opportunity. It has like a little mini message, and I'm just going to read those for you. And I want to, what else did I want to do? I don't know. I don't want it to end. I want to keep going. Sextile. Semi-sextile. Sextile. Sex. Sextiles are our star-kissed magic snowflakes. They represent our singular flair and soul signatures, that special touch that only we can give to this world. So I feel like that's this. It's like you got this touch, and you are one of a kind and unique and beautiful and miraculous. So this is a golden ticket to creative expansion, asking you to flower open to a new way of being. Franklin, it's not even cold. Why are you shivering? Oh, I said snowflake, and she's cold. She's a little snowflake. There's a honeycomb way of looking at your situation right now. And I got honeycombs coming through in the first, honeycombs came through in the numerology readings. Listen to musical mashup. So music might be something that you both are connected with, like sharing music, or you are a musician. Oh my God, the journal prompt. It says, write a seeking dating profile with all the qualities you treasure about yourself. Treasure, the very first reading, the second reading had treasure. So you are a treasure. So maybe on a dating site, perhaps. And then we had sextile, and then we have Neptune, which we know Neptune is all about intuition, manifestation. So if you have been manifesting something, Franklin, where's Neptune? Here it is, Neptune. So Neptune represents Pisces. It's the hanged man, so making decisions and choices. When the hanged man, he has a hard time making a decision, so we got to flip him over so you can get a better perspective and finally make that choice. So I feel like sometimes it can create confusion because we have so many choices, and with dating sites, there's just so many opportunities, right? But you have to really trust your intuition, because a lot of people don't write a lot of stuff in their profile. They just throw a photo up on there and be like, message me. And it's like, you need to put more effort into a profile so people can really see more about you before they decide, to go on a date with you or whatever. Because what if you both hate something, or you like something and they hate it? And like, if you would have just found that out before going on the date, it would have saved you a lot of time before going on the date, I don't know why that's popping up, but I'm seeing movies. I'm seeing music, sharing movies, sharing music, like really connecting on deep things that really matter. And I'm guided to do one more of these for whatever reason. I will. Too many fell out. I just want one. There we go. Let there be closeness between you. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. So let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never, yes. So there's like a relationship where you don't have to smother each other. Like you really have this strong connection where you're very close, but you don't have to be like all over each other all the time or seeing each other all the time. Like there's space, enough space, but still a very strong connection. I'm seeing like long distance relationship here. Somebody who's not near you, like a distance. And I'm seeing like the feminine energy is third eye is wide awake. And here's the swirls again. I keep seeing like art swirls. Okay. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed one of my very rare love readings. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I hope to see you guys soon. Namaste, everybody. I appreciate you.